Hi everyone. I thought I would record a video to explain about genetic drift. As I mentioned on slide 19 of Exploring Selection and Evolution, this PowerPoint, genetic drift refers to changes in allele frequencies in a population's gene pool due to chance. And then went on to sort of add that it does affect large and small populations, but the smaller the population, the more likely that genetic drift is going to have an impact. If you check slide 20, I've put a badly photocopied picture from the Campbell book, and it really helps to explain what genetic drift is. So I'm going to just talk through what I would have said to you in class about that picture. So if you have a look, there are three sort of fields, literally, kind of like a grassy field, with shown there. The first on the left-hand side is generation 1, and then that same field, a period of time later when generation 2 has been produced, and then some time later when generation 3 has been produced. So if you have a look at generation 1, it shows a mixture of what were red flowers and white flowers. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flowers in total. You can see just about there's a white flower. To be white, the flower is homozygous recessive, little r, little r. There are some heterozygotes in there. So you can see there are 1, 2, 3 heterozygotes, and all the rest, the other 6, are all... Oh no, sorry. There are, yes, several that are homozygous dominant, big R, and several that are big R, little r, and one that is little r, little r. So if you count up, obviously there's 10 diploid individuals, so there's 20 alleles in the gene pool. So 14 of them are big R, and the other 6 are little r. So the frequency of the big R allele is 14 divided by 20, so that's 0.7, and the frequency of the little r allele is 6 divided by 20, so that's 0.3. So that's in generation 1. Now the field can only support 10 plants, so there's competition for space and resources, and there's only 10 of those plants that can be supported by the field at any at any time. So when those flowers breed to form the next generation, the ones that are sort of in a box, in a sort of a little lighter coloured box, they're the ones that contribute their genotype to the next generation. And because that one homozygous recessive got to breed, and out of the others, the other 4, 3 of them were heterozygotes that got to breed, the little r allele is now changed in frequency through to the next generation. So by generation 2, we've got now a larger representation, a larger proportion of the alleles are little r. So if we count up, out of the 10 plants that there are now 10 big R alleles and 10 little r alleles. So there's a frequency of P, a frequency of 10 out of 20 of the alleles are big R, and 10 out of 20 are little r. Oh, sorry, and I forgot to mention that they're giving those, the frequency of the big R allele is called P, and the frequency of the little allele is called Q, and that's something we'll come on to in the next lesson. The 2 plants that are in the box, in generation 2, that are in the lighter coloured box, go on to breed to form the, by chance, it's them whose seeds, they breed together, and it's their seeds that form the next generation, so generation 3. And by chance, they were both homozygous for the big R allele, and all of the offspring are red, and all of them are homozygous, and we've completely lost the little r allele. Excuse me. So 20 out of 20 in the gene pool by generation 3 are all big R. So the frequency then is 1. 20 divided by 20 is 1. 0 divided by 20 is 0. So Q, the frequency of the little r allele, is 0. So what we were looking at there is genetic drift. We've seen the frequencies change of the two alleles change. So they went from 0.7 and 0.3 to 0.5 and 0.5, and then to 1 and 0 in just 3 generations. We've had a very small population, and just by chance, breeding, which seeds then went on to form the next generation, completely random, and we see the loss of that. Okay, follow the rest of the links and have a look through for other explanations about genetic drift.